That's right. We're a bit live. The pressure's a bit on, so don't. If you're lying in bed thinking, "Jeez, I'm after rubbing the bean off myself. My hands are fucking rubbed raw. I should probably get up now." Well, do you know what? No one else gonna treat you, so you may as well indulge yourself or whatever you're into. Did the show get cancelled yet? Am I in too much trouble to have another show? Alright, here we go. I think we're pretty live. We're pretty live. That looks like it's going. All the things look like they're working. 1, 2, and 3 are all working. Alright, okay, we're good. We're gonna do this. We got a fresh bottle of water there. We're gonna crack it open. It's gonna be fucking wild. This is not a drill. This is your morning espresso. So listen. Christmas is coming up, right? I'm not. Yeah, whatever. Today's date is the 22 of the quackity quack. It's the 22nd of the 12th, 2019, right? I'm not gonna fuck around with the date. Here we go. So listen, Christmas is coming up, right? In my family, we don't see my dad a whole lot or whatever. Boo hoo. And so I'm trying to learn off a party piece because it's kind of in a traditional Irish way. It's going to be something he likes, but also something he hates. All right. So this is going to be my Christmas present to my dad. So I'm practicing it. So I'm gonna do it in front of you guys, and you guys can write it in and be like, "Oh man, that is awful." So in case I didn't have any street credit left, I'm just making sure I have no street credit left. So I'm gonna do. My dad hates rap. He's no time for it at all. As soon as you say bitch, he's out. He's like turn it off. So I've learnt off Kim Kardashian's husband wrote a rap about his dad. And I'm gonna just do a little cover of it, but it's gonna be very nice. It's very heartfelt and nice, that kind of way. It's happy Sunday, everyone. It's very heartfelt and nice, but it's also at the end of the day, it's rap, and I don't know if he'll be having any time for it. He hates rap and he hates country, that kind of way. He's no time for either. So on the good side, I'm giving him something that it's me saying, "Listen, I love you, you're my dad," and all that. And on the other side, he's going to be like, "Oh, this is awful because it's rap, I hate rap." Alright. Should we speed up a little bit? Alright, it's just a cover, so chill the fuck out, alright? I never do covers, but I think if I do a rap cover with no music, it might be okay. I only started practicing last night. Will you chill the fuck out? Alright, what are you doing for your family thing? Do you know, normally it's like everyone you have a family meeting and everyone has to stand up and do a joke, or else sing a bit of a song. This is my party piece I'm working on. Man, I don't think anyone in my family likes rap, so it's gonna be it's gonna be weird. Farther I stretch my hands to life like this is what your life like, trying to live your life right. People really know you, push your buttons like typewrite. This is like a movie, but it's really very lifelike. Every single night, right? Every single fight, right? I was looking at the gram and I don't even like likes. I was screaming at my dad, told me they ain't Christ-like. Screaming at the referee, just like Mike. Looking for a bright light, single what your life like. Riding on a white bike, feeling like an XL bike. And pressing on the gas, supernova for a life like. Screaming at my dad and he told me they ain't Christ-like. Nobody ever tell you when you're being Christ-like. Only seeing me, only ever need me. Like a Tyler Perry made a bet for it. Maybe I'm searching for a deity. See what your life like, now see what your life like. I'm just let you see 3 apiece, telling you what your life like. Turn it down for a bright light. Driving with my dad, tell me it ain't Christ-like. I'ma just try to find a little better for a new way. Trying to find a cool way, being on my best though. Block a max text though, not another word of the picture or a decimal. Wrestling with God, I don't really wanna wrestle. Man, it's very lifelike, everything in my life. Argue with my dad and he say it ain't Christ-like. Woo! Oh, Jesus. So, I'm doing it with an American accent right now, but hopefully by Christmas time I'll be able to do it in a big Dublin accent. We'll see what the fuck happens. I don't want to say the name of it because it's I'll spell it out: FOLLOWGODKAYNEWEST. Just because sometimes when I even mention a song that has been released, my whole video gets copyright strike, and it's like, I only mentioned the name of the songs. What the fuck? How can you... So yeah, listen. There you are. That was a cover. I didn't write any of that. And I listen to that song every morning, and it's just like, fuck. Rocking out with your dad. It's like, Because I fucking hate religion, you know, that kind of way. But it has its place. Like, it's good crack sometimes. I don't know. I find religion as like kind of hard drugs. Like, it's grand, but just don't be doing it all the fucking time. You can't be doing religion every fucking Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Your head would be wrecked. I don't know. Religion is the opioids of the people. I think that was Karl Marx. Should we look up who said that? Religion. You have to be careful with religion. Like, just any kind of. You have to be careful with fucking anything. Even music. Music can just take over your whole life. Gone. You're doing music now all day, every day. You get in love with someone, a spouse, another entity. Oh, I love hanging out with this person. We're gonna travel wherever. Gone. Life's over. You had 2 kids. You know what I mean? So you think you're just doing something for a minute, and then it turns into your whole life, and then your life's over, which is fine. It's good if you do stuff that you want to do, because life's very fast. The years go by like, and the years go by like, and the days go on forever, or something else. And to balance out the rap cover, I'm gonna do a song about a little snippet about something. So listen, what was it? Opioid of the people. RELGIN. Yeah, I don't know, man. Here we go. Religion is the opium of the people. Oh, Jesus. Chris says, how you say that? CRISIS. I don't know who that lad. Oh, one of Marx's most well statements. I'm guessing they're talking about Karl Marx. Yeah, he's mad for communism. Couldn't get enough of it. People were like, "Here, do you want some democracy?" There, it's like, nah. Just the. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Other perspectives are so frustrating. Can we get along? You keep talking while I'm speaking. This feels like bull, yeah, and I fucking hate it. little tune called Abattoir. Alright, that's my I talked about religion, I talked about veganism, that's the end of the show. Alright, we'll leave it there, folks. Woo! It's another one, another iconic episode. Alright. Jeez, parents are mental, aren't they? Like when you're a kid you think, fuck, if I'm ever like my parents, I'm gonna be shite crack. And then you kinda reach around a certain age and you go, fuck. Jeez, my parents actually they have their head screwed on after all. Bollocks. And then you're like, start hanging around with your parents being like, what's he doing there? Taxes, grand. So fucking pay that, don't pay that, grand. Income tax, grand. Dot that there, art painting. Mad, wasn't it? I was just thinking there, I'd be very careful about what I'm meant to say, because this is not meant to be any kind of intimidation of any kind. It's just like, I'm just kind of just a bit baffled by like, does Scientology not understand the history of Ireland and what happens when people, have they never heard of the IRA? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, this is literally just me chatting here. I mean no intimidation of any kind, but just like, oh my Jesus, like, have they never heard of what the IRA do? Like, fuck me, like, they put their address up on the internet and go, listen, we're trying to brainwash your kids. Have you ever heard of the Moonies? Do you know them? Yeah, well, we're doing that. We're taking people out of your family. We're fucking doing all this mad shit. Alright? Like, Ireland have a history of not putting up with much crap, do you know what I mean? Have you heard about 1960 and all this crap? I don't know. I just think the balls on them coming over. The balls! I don't know. I just like there's some lads in Ireland, right? And I don't know what the whole backstory is, but like if you sell drugs like to kids and shit, if you sell drugs to kids, there's a possibility that you'll annoy one of these gangs and you'll get your kneecap shut off or whatever, right? So, right, if you get your kneecaps shot off for selling drugs to kids, all right. If you're selling drugs to kids, you get your kneecaps shot off, all right. I know I'm really generalising here. I know I'm going back in history, and I only kind of half heard some of these statements. Some old man talk about them in the pub, so I don't have any of my details or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just like, holy Jesus! Do you know what? Oh man, I don't know. It just seems a little bit silly. Going to a country where gangs will blow off your kneecaps if you sell drugs to kids. And then trying to sell some weird business cult scheme to kids. Oh man, it just seems like, what's this, David McSavage. David McSavage is like the head of Scientology or whatever. Like, all I can say is I don't think he'll be ever visiting Ireland because, I don't know. Listen, I'm just speaking hot air, alright? I'm just a lad in a shed talking a load of hot air. But there was this presenter called Jerry Ryan, right? And there was this thing called head shops. I don't know if anyone remembers head shops. Head shops were these there was these places in Ireland, right? I don't know. I'm half baffled by the confidence of these groups coming. What was it? Into Ireland head shops. I'm half baffled by these people coming to Ireland and just like. Did they do no research, or did they just have massive balls? Like, I don't know. There's these things called head shops anyway, right? Oh, excuse me. They started selling like knockoff drugs or whatever, right? They were selling drugs to kids. Do you know what I mean? Head shop closed down, right? So there was this bubble, right? There was some kind of legal loophole and they were allowed to sell drugs to kids and all the rest of it, right? Under 18-year-olds getting drugs through the tax and all the rest of it, right? Now, all I'm trying to say is there was these things called head shops. They were selling drugs to kids. It was completely illegal, but the Irish people didn't put up with it. if you know what I mean. There was this famous radio presenter, I could be mixing up, I think his name might have been Jerry Ryan, and he gave out the name and address of the head shop that was selling drugs to kids, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, the head shops all got burnt down. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Just, all I'm trying to say is I wouldn't have the balls to do what these people are doing. Like, I don't know where they're getting it from. I'm just kind of in shock, like, do you know what I mean? Because there is a history there. Alright, I'm just going to read, this is Joe.ie here, and I'm just looking into head shops. Head shops, there's, you ever heard of bath salts? Bath salts are like, I don't really know how it works, but it's something like, it's like a really shitty, legal, class A drug or whatever. So, it gets you high, but it also does something stupid, like your finger falls off or something. So yeah, these shops are poisoning the country, and the Irish people, through underground gangs, I don't know how it worked, started burning them out and so on. Once they realised that, listen, these people are making money off the Irish culture, and so on. Okay, listen, I don't know. Right, here we go. A judge unwittingly rented a property to a head shop. Alright. I don't know where this is going. It just says, this is just, I just want to reference the article I'm reading. This is Joe.ie, so I don't know how reputable a news source that is. The author was William Nestor, and I'm looking for a date. Is there a date on the article I'm reading? In case people want to back check my shit. No? Okay. I guess there's no... It's just called things may not know about head shops. Alright, it's on Joe.ie. I'm sure you'll find it if you Google it. Okay. 2 Irish head shops were subjects to failed bomb attacks. Shit. Alright, in March of this year, 2 pipe bombs were planted outside 2 Athlone head shops. Holy Jesus. The devices were found outside... Oh, man. So, yeah, obviously, like, bombing anywhere is a terrible fucking idea. But I'm just, like... I don't know. I just think in general, if you start messing with people's kids, like, there's going to be fucking trouble. That's just why I'm so confused. Like, how does this cult, like, allegedly a cult or whatever, where do they get the balls to target kids? Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know. People get very emotional and they start... I think bombs are just a terrible idea, full stop. But there's just... When you start messing with people's kids, it's just mad weird and hang-on effects or whatever. So I said these people or something were selling bath bombs. I'm not very well up on the details, but sure, listen. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? People say, oh, you can't say that. Listen, this is fucking entertainment, alright? Why do you think you're here? Do you think you're here for a fucking English lesson? Do you think you're here for my fucking good grammar? Alright, here we go, anyway. 2 Irish head shops were subjects of failed bomb attacks. So yeah, basically this famous news reporter, Jerry Ryan, said, listen, this head shops, maybe you should think about protesting outside this head shop. Because they're selling drugs to our kids and so on. Alright? So I think he was trying to organise a peaceful protest, this newscaster. I could be wrong, I better check it. And basically that night, the whole head shop was burnt out, was sent on fire. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I just don't know where these lads get the balls, like. Anyway, sure look. 2 Irish head shops, yeah, they get the old pipe bombs. Shit, man. They have to get the army and fuck. There's nothing more gross than pipe bombs. I don't know how they work, but bombs just scare the shit out of me, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing more scary than a fucking bomb. I wouldn't wish that on Santa Claus, anyway. Number 3. In the boom time of head shops, 1 new store a week opened in Ireland. Jesus fucking flip. So yeah, this was some kind of business loophole. Someone realised they had to make money off selling drugs to our kids, and there was bombs were getting involved. Do you know what I mean? People aren't happy when you try to bring down a country or whatever. Anyway, sure, listen. I hope you guys can write down the comments the actual words I'm trying to... I know I'm not using the right language, so hopefully you guys can fucking put this argument in some nice English words. In the boom times, yada 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 yada, January revealed an increase of... I don't know what year this is, so that's why I'm kind of a bit confused. The article number is 8384, by the way. Herbal and synthetic substances was 1 week. Okay. Dublin is the home of largest head shop chain. Jesus Christ. Nirvana head shop belongs to one of the largest chains in Europe. South William Street. Okay. Now there's obviously, I don't know what head shops... There was one stage, where they were selling drugs that were making people very sick. I don't know if they've cleaned up their act or what the history is with head shops. I'm mostly talking to... I think it was most back... There was a certain time in Ireland when these shops were fucking everywhere, and then they just all left. Do you know what I mean? The majority of head shops which have already been closed down in the state now run as sex shops. Jesus Christ. Out of the 48 head shops which have been shut down by the authorities, 46 of them now operate as sex shops. That's a lot of sex shops. These were those who take comfort in buying legal buzz are not taking to the streets in search of dealers, but instead turning a hardcore pornographic material. Jesus Christ. That is mad. Holy Jesus. So, that's mental. I'm dying... Please, Joe, will you tell me what fucking year this article was printed? I'm dying to know. Tell me... I'm scrolling up and down the page like a mad lad here, and all I'm getting is ads, and it won't tell me what date the fucking article was printed. Oh my lord. Alright. Listen, I tried to be a researcher person, but I didn't have what it takes. Okay, just at the very, very top here, it says, sanction contained in the Criminal Justice Bill 2010 will send sellers to prison up to 5 years past the Dáil. Then it is hoped to happen in the government summer recess. Okay, so listen, this article must have been written around 2010. Alright? So around 2010, head shops must have been the time of head shops. I may or may not have allegedly taken some of the head shop things, and man, it made me feel really ill. Like, like there's drugs, that if you want to smoke oregano or whatever you're into, and you know what's going to happen with some of this weird, it's like untested on humans, weird ass synthetic things, and it causes like mental breakdowns and all sorts of stuff. So I don't know. I've heard rumours that it's a lot safer to try actual Class A drugs than try this fucking weird ass head shop stuff, because this stuff has not been tested on humans before, whereas stuff like weed and marijuana have been tested on humans for generations, and we're still alive. Whereas this other weird shit fucking gives people... I know someone who got hooked on... I know 2 people who got hooked on the bath salts, and one of them had a stroke, and the other one ended up taking out a loan to pay off debts from the bath salts. I think she got loads of debt, and it was a fucking shit show. It was an absolute fucking shit show. Yeah. Alright, listen, who knows? Who the fuck knows? There's a lot to be said. Apparently with drink, I'm quoting Shane McGann's dad here, is saying like, with heroin, the crime is before the crime. Sorry, the crime is before the crime. The crime is before the act. So if you're hooked on heroin, you'll do a crime before doing heroin to make money. The crime is involved in trying to actually get the drug. Now with alcohol, the way alcohol works is the crime is committed while you're on the drug. So you go home after a night drinking, you beat the shit out of your wife and your kids or whatever. Whereas on heroin, no one commits crimes on heroin, really, because they're too fucking tired. The crime happens looking for the money to buy the heroin, whereas the actual when people are actually intoxicated on alcohol is when people fight, do public lynching or whatever the fuck you're into. Mad shit. Alright. As far as I know, I think cocaine causes people to get paranoid and fight, so that's not... Oh, Jesus, I don't know. That's also very expensive, and like with weed, I don't know if... Generally in weed, like you wouldn't be committing crimes like when you're high on weed, because you'd be too fucking afraid of getting arrested, or else too busy watching films. So, but you're listening. Who knows? Who knows? As I always say, do not do drugs, so there'll be more for VeganSteven. All right. So don't be at it. And if you are going to be at it, make sure you save half for me or whatever you're into. All right. Okay. What was I absolutely on about? Garda investigating 2 bodies in separate Cork incident. Alright. Listen, I'll just summarise head shops and then I'll move on, because head shops is one hot potato, kind of. I don't know, sure, head shops are gone. I'm sure it's fine to talk about them. They were like a phenomenon in 2010 or something. Some legal loophole. There's no problem with drugs, it's the people who take them, isn't that right? Or is that wrong? I don't know. I don't know. Large reduction in psychiatric administrations over head shop ban. That's 2010. So there's a lot of people being brought into psychiatric, like they couldn't handle the fucking side effects of these drugs or whatever. Government decision 2010 to shut down head shops overnight. 50 head shop drug treatments fell 50% after ban 2010. Head shop ban pretty much worked. People stopped. ... Head shops journal.ie. Yeah. Head shop controversy, drugs and alcohol. Okay. Yeah, it's I've described this thing before. Like if you go and smoke, like if you buy a can of beer, you know what it is. It's a can of beer. If you smoke like a joint, you know it's a joint, and you know what it is. If you try something off a head shop, it's never been tested on humans. It's it's all these fucking weird ass things where, you know, like, yes, cocaine's fucking awful, you shouldn't do it, but it's been done by humans for generations, and there's a good chance you'll survive. I don't know. It's hard to... Just generally don't do it, so that was grand. The government just outlawed 4 popular designer drugs. Oh my god. Including blow, hammerhead, magic crystals have been banned. Alright. So what they used to do was, there's a chemical compound of, say, ecstasy, which I don't know is what the chemical compound is, but they would change one of the, you know, carbon atoms for a hydrogen atom, or however the fuck it works, and that would make it legally legal. Because who knows what the side effects on a human's going to be if you change one atom to another atom. I know I'm using the wrong fucking words here, but they changed the chemical makeup of the substance to... because there's like legal copyright involved with drugs, in case you don't know. So just like with everything, what is air? H2O. It's a chemical compound of what's H2 hydrogen to 1 oxygen. Alright, so maybe cocaine is like 7 hydrogens to 1 oxygen, but if you make it 5 hydrogens to 1 oxygen, then it's a completely different thing. And yeah. Alright, I'm trying to explain something I barely know that's very complex in like half a sentence. So if you understood that, you're smarter than I am. Links below to help all the things. So I guess we're talking about head shops today. I guess that's what we're after. Alright, so this is your mental health break. Boil that fucking kettle, the fuck. Not that one, hang on. A different kettle. This one. Ooh, boiling the oh, my secret identity. Oh no, everyone's gonna know who I am without my hat on. Oh man, Clark Kent job. No one can recognise me with my hat on. You can keep your head on. Alright, darling. Jesus. House of Lords spent a fair bit of time, it says, this week debating Ireland's head shop laws. Alright. This is all old shit, man. This is like 2014, 2000 and... yeah. Alright. Monitoring alleged sales of cannabis growing equipment in head shops. Alright. Yeah. There's a lot of things going on with head shops. It was a whole fucking head fuck. Because then there was the people, you know, annoyed at the you're getting our things. There was a huge boom in psychiatric treatment because humans just couldn't. They hadn't come in contact with this weird bath salt stuff. People just didn't know how the fuck to handle it. They had no reference point really or whatever. Some mad stories of like people found on the American highway like cannibalizing each other and just tripping balls for like 3 days. Mad shit. But I heard a lot. There's so many rumours going around. There was one in town, I think, in Ireland, and it was found out that someone tried to burn it down. They didn't burn down the head shop. They tried to burn it down, and the actual person who was trying to burn it down was not a concerned citizen. It was actually a local drug gang, and they have noticed that their sales had dramatically dropped. So they thought, if I burn this head shop down, that's like getting rid of a rival gang, and then we'll have all the money in the area. So there was like people angry at them. There was drug dealers angry at them. They were getting it at all sides, and so yeah, I don't actually know if it was rival drug gangs who started the violence, or if they're paid. I'm guessing like. I actually don't know how it was done, but I'm guessing some rich lad said, listen, I'll give you 10 grand if you torch this thing. I'm literally talking shy, or else it could have just been some kids who were drunk and they did it. But it was kind of done all over the country, so it seems a little bit like it was planned, if you know what I mean. Because they were getting kicked out of the place first by the people with, fire and bombs and all sorts of weird shit. And then the Lost came in and just got rid of them altogether. So yeah, I don't know. As usual, I only half know what I'm talking about. So, sure, look. Great head shop controversy, oh my god. Arson attack on Dundalk head shop, RTE. That was in 2010, April 15th. So you can just see like how head shops sell and what they sell. Yeah, so they sell the actual drugs, but they also got a lot of their money from paraphernalia. So yeah, who the fucking knows? Yeah, and some people might say, oh, the head shops haven't stopped and they just are under a different front, like the vaping, CBD, and all the rest of it. So who knows? Have they just have they gone away, or have they just changed their face? I sound like one paranoid person. So listen, that's the crack with that, and things. This is live. I got a new keyboard and the spacebar doesn't work, so it keeps you on my toes. You know what I mean? World news. Do you want to hear world news, or do you want to hear the journal? We'll go for the journal, will we? It's gonna be ropey as fuck, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Woo! Hopefully my course will be starting on. I'm doing not an Instagram course, but I'm doing a business course. So I'll have to do a lecture on how to make Instagram your bitch, how to make YouTube your bitch, and how to respect the bitch inside your house. Alright, here we go. VeganSteven is a fictional character. All guests are allegedly fictional characters, even those based on real people. Even those based on real people, again, are entirely fictional. Celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language, and due to its content, should not be viewed by anyone. This is the VeganSteven podcast. The number. Don't I sound? I just sound so passionate. I'm just sound like I'm just a passionate seller. It's the number one vegan podcast promoting positive mental health. It's not just for vegans. It's every day. I'm gonna delete that. I have here written like every day, bro. We're getting rid of bro, and we're just writing in every day. I'm your host, VeganSteven. We're currently live on all the places. Today's date is an emotional state. Is the 22nd of the 12th, 2019. Oh man, I got some mad shit yesterday. I forgot about that. Anyway, I was meant to do a review yesterday or something, but I can't remember what it was. So it must have been important. Yeah, I was doing a bit of, Christmas is coming up, and I gave a big speech to my big extended family and said, listen, I'm not doing presents anymore. And this was a few years ago. This was before it was cool to not do presents. And my family, extended family, were not impressed. They were like, I've already bought you your present. And then there was a backlash, people fighting over, well, I just want to bet. It was a fucking shit show. And things have finally calmed down about 5 years later. People got very emotional about it, but I had my own philosophy behind it. Was I wrong or was I not wrong? Who knows? But I was experimenting with a philosophy at the time, which I can go into with you now if you want. It's just like an experimental philosophy. I may have robbed it off someone. I may have invented it. Who gives a fuck? Here it is anyway. So my philosophy was that if you want to give someone a present, like give them a present because you want to give them a present. Don't give them a present because you. It's like. Ding ding, this is the time you have to have lunch, so you have to eat at this time. Just give someone a present whenever the fuck you want it. So I was very kind of rebellious and being all punk rock about it and being like, oh, you can't tell me when I have to buy a present for fucking this, that or the other. So it was some weird act of rebellion and all these things. But so I don't do the whole giving or receiving presents. Yeah, I don't do the birthday present thing. I don't do that. I don't do any of the presents. So there you are. But I am a bit of a hypocrite in my own way. It's kind of like just like me trying to fight for control against capitalism. Like I was just so confused by capitalism. Like, is capitalism good? Is capitalism bad? Is communism good? I don't understand all these things. And then there's only you only have like. Say you only have free time, like an hour of free time a day, and it's like, right, do I want to research how communism works, or do I want to chill out and watch a funny show? And it's usually just, I want to chill out and watch a funny show. I don't have the energy to research the last 100 years of how communism works and the downfalls and upfalls and all the rest of it. So, yeah, who knows, lad? There's not enough time to fucking do all the research. You just kind of gotta go. Whatever is the thing. Did I mention I'm running for president? Jesus, yeah, president of Ireland. Oh my word. So here's me in the presidential debates. How you getting on? Yeah. Sure, see, I've already explained my whole philosophy behind that presidential thing before. Basically, I'll just fucking outsource everything and it'll be fucking grand. So someone goes, here, what do you think about global warming? I'll be like, here's what I think about global warming. Oh no, that's not how you answer the question. It's like, I'm gonna ask the three best people in the world about it. But here's my answer for now. Which you can't do with every fucking thing, but if it's something big like global warming, you can have go around to, you know, people you shouldn't be talking to, like fucking whoever's the best in global warming, North Korea, who's ever the best in fucking Russia with to a global warming. Just go to fucking everyone. No political fucking barriers. Just go, listen, what the fuck's going on with this global warming crack? Is that a myth or what the fuck's going on? And they go, yeah, it's a myth, but keep a hush hush because it's making us a few bob or whatever. Who knows? Who knows? Alright. Today's weather, it's 7 centigrade, 7C. Alright. I'm really going to have to make friends with that Zeus lad again because the weather's just gone to shit since we fell out. Alright. Ooh. Hashtag China. Tesco halts production of Christmas cards at Chinese factory over alleged forced labour. Surprise! Alright. I feel like a bit of a cynical dickhead going through how these things work all the time. Okay. There's an angle. Alright. RTE cuts Lyric FM staff to RTE board bluntly put corporate priorities have always been elsewhere. Corporate? I don't know. I'm very aware that I'm dipping into a negative mindset right now, so I'm trying to... It'd be very easy for me to just, you know, rant on about all the possibility, all the negative things which are in the realm of possibilities. But I'm just going to try and take these at face value as opposed to the thing I'm trying to push negativity onto these things. But I'm just going to try and do this as objectively as I can without letting my emotions take over. Woo! Let's see how we go. Gardaí the guards! Alright, Gardaí investigation following alleged hit and run in Limerick overnight. Alright. Like, yeah, that's news, but no one's going to remember that in 10 years' time. I kind of just want to find some juicy shit that'll be remembered. Some iconic moments. There's a bit of football going on. Waterford versus Manchester United Premier League. I'm very confused about that. Keep going. 13 wounded, 4 critically at a house party. Now, I've been at a house party where someone nearly died by being 2 lads. One lad I was friends with at the time hit 2 other lads who crashed the party with a hammer, allegedly. So generally, if there's a blood involved, it's a good night out. That's basic house party 101. So this lad, there was a bit of shooting going on. Like, to be honest, do you want to be a fucking dry shite watching the Late Late Toy Show, or do you want to be at a fucking gaff party where people are fucking packing shit, man? It just seems like a fucking bit of crack, bit of wild night out. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's go. Now, in fairness, I kind of thought this was in Limerick, and it turns out this is just at a house party in the USA. So, Limerick, up your game. Here we go. Don't wash the turkey. Oh, jeez, the vegans won't be happy I'm reading this. Oh, jeez. This is hashtag careful now. Don't wash the turkey and other important tips to prevent making your loved ones ill on Christmas. Alright. So, they might be selling you fear there. Oh, pesto, how are you getting on? Peanut allergy. Alright, so some pesto got recalled because... Listen, if you're allergic to peanuts, you deserve to die. That's the official VeganSteven statement. Here we go. Bolsonaro, Brazilian president, apologises for telling a reporter he had a face of a homosexual. I want to use that every single day. Do you know, someone is delivering mail and I'm just like, you have the face of a homosexual. And then under my breath I go, quote, Bolsonaro. I think that's how you get out of these things politically. I think you have to quote someone else. You have the face of a homosexual. I actually want to see what his face looks like. Does he have the face of a homosexual? Doesn't matter. Listen, I could be getting a blowjob right now off Barack Obama is licking my shaft. And who else is another politician? You get the idea. Insert offensive words in here. Oh, we get non-Vine Peterson. Alright, Vadkar says he is thankful he hasn't had much experience of homophobia or racism. Alright. It's kind of mad. Anytime I hear VR Radker, I don't even know how to say his name. It's just someone giving out about him, like I don't even mean like, I mean just like everyone, not even just the newspaper, just like people just going, here we go. Oh shit. The old Irish lads are kicking in. This is 4 hours ago, okay? We already have 58 comments. The Irish people are fucking fumed. Vadkar says he's thankful that he hasn't heard much of racism, homophobia or whatever. So banging straight away, boom. Let's see what the Irish people have to say. The Irish people aren't ones to fuck around, you know what I mean? Just straight away in there, joke out. I think this is getting away from joke land. I think it's just angry people. But the Rising, that's RISEN, and the black and white photo there, it might have something to do with the Easter 16 Rising or whatever, I don't know. Okay. Or homeless, they said this in response. Or homeless, or hunger, or poverty, or being sick on a trolley in A&E for 2 days. Alright, so he's obviously very annoyed. And then someone responds to that saying, all same things SF, I don't know what SF means, have inflicted on the North through their continued absence from Stormont. Alright, I don't get those references, but feels very passionate about it altogether. Justice for Joe says, you must be really clever. Clear, CLEVER. You must be really clever. I don't know what that spells. Alright, they just keep going on, giving out. And then another lad, new little thing, says, James Doley says, he is Leoland. He is in Leoland, Jesus, where all the media for him is vetted and filtered, as I have seen it on social media, as I'm sure alsos have also. Jesus, that's got 244 upvotes. Jesus. Still not news. Says time to drain the FG swamp. What is FG? I don't know what FG is, but these people are very passionate about FG, whatever FG. Is it a new cologne? Is it a new sexy cologne that they want for Christmas? I don't know. Let's find out. Justice for Joe. I think I read that one out already, did I? Sure, we'll see. Justice for Joe is back again 4 hours ago. Boom. Hot off the... There's a bit of an angry face on Justice for Joe there. Yeah, but what the general... shit, that's a big word. Autonomy, ANIMOSIFETY fell towards you by some large swaths of the population on account of your, here's a quote, I hate poor people because they make me look bad policies. Jesus fucking hell. That is I hate poor people because they make me look bad. Holy Jesus. Yeah, I've just heard, vegans and hardcore feminists and everyone just seems to, and no one seems to, I don't know, I've just heard literally every minority group I can think of bitch about him, and I'm like, fucking hell. I'm glad I don't know anything about this lad. Hopefully he'll be coming on the podcast and he'll straighten it all out. Me and Vadkar, he'll tell me how to pronounce his name properly, and I'll give him some clothing advice. I'll sort him out with a VeganSteven hat. Personally, I think his hair is a bit unkempt and he needs a VeganSteven hat. And I'll only charge him, normally it's it's normally €200 for a hat. For him, because he's VIP, €500. 10% will be donated to charity. Alright, here we go. Dick Steinery says that's because he was swarmed himself around both brown-nosing politicians and media. come out onto the streets of us normal people, he won't be long told this country is in dire straits. That's being led by a very poor leader in government. Holy flippers. Yeah, as like I'm really not well up in politics. I'm all my time's taken up by songwriting and making music. So I'm literally like an alien reading the news here. This is all news to me. Dire straits, really. We are doing very well as a country and economy. There are big issues with homelessness, but that is just about policy. It could and should be resolved, says Paul Whitehead. Another upvoted thing, we're a wealthy country, Dick. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Moving on, we're going to finish up these ones, everyone seems to love these comments. Rob Pub says, easy to say when you are in the elite, Leo. Ireland is not getting more tolerant or progressive. There are concerned efforts nationally and being foreign actors to turn Ireland in the direction UK and US have gone. And sad to say, those of conservative inclination, Jesus, in our country are lapping it up with gusto. Need proof? See below. Oh, Jesus. Right, I better get out of here quick, although to be here. Leo, everyone seems to be going, Leo's La La Land is extremely tedious, says TMB. Alright, last one I'll read in this one is, so people just seem to be fucking annoyed at this lad. I said I know nothing about this lad. Apparently he's coming on the podcast to set things straight. But you look, if he was brought up in the estate I was from, he and went to primary school I was in, he would have been destroyed. He's part of the elite, therefore detached from reality. His hero is bizarrely Churchill, a man who's responsible for the deaths of millions of Indians, a country in which his family is from and that he's visiting now. It's this lack of understanding of what the majority of people have to go through in this country is why he should never be leader again. He has nothing in common with us. Alright, jeepers. And the response to that is, your estate sounds lovely. Jesus Christ. Alright, so we're getting out of there. I don't know who this Leo lad is, but he says he wants to come on the podcast, so I don't make up the rules, I just think them up and write them down. Alright, we're still going, ladies and gentlemen of the VeganSteven public. Alright, the old Tesco there is having a bit of crack. Here are some of the TV highlights from this festive season. Oh, okay. I thought they were doing Mrs. Brown Boys. I had a few lols of that before in my life. 60% of Irish people want a back freeze renting. Right. Here's another little quote. This is from 7 hours ago. Jeez. Great to see you in the snow. Bono wrote to Vadclear, praising Global Fund contribution from our little island. Some kind of weird quote. I'll just see what the first two comments are. Here are some practical ways you can help homeless people in Ireland. There's a lot of homeless lads in tents there having shite crack. I'm sure they don't want to be in tents. Boris Johnson's sidestep Taoiseach allegation that he put UK on course for a harder Brexit. And has a picture of him there set up as a dinner lady. Alright, so I'm just reading, see if there's any comments here. So the old Bonzo and Vadcliffe or whatever his name is. So there's a bit of dick sucking going on, a bit of brown arson. By the way, Bono, your secretary told me you'd be on the podcast for January. I'm a little bit busy on January, so could we make it mid-February? I have to wash my goldfish in January. You know, it's like... Alright, here we go. Here's a little quote. This is from Joe Moore, 8 hours ago. As nice the statement is, that money would have been used going back into our own healthcare system or towards the less well-off in Ireland. I'm sure Bono could contribute 15 million and it wouldn't even make a dent. Sure, it's not like he pays taxes in Ireland. 500 things there. Everyone seems to just say, oh, he doesn't pay taxes in Ireland, therefore everything he has to say is irrelevant. Listen, I caught Joe Moore. I caught you singing along to a U2 song once, so don't be getting too up in your high horse, man. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone loves Bono, but they pretend they fucking hate him. They go, oh, sure, he has those 3-class songs, but he's an arsehole. He's always talking about helping the poor, and I've no time for him. I don't know. No matter what you say, someone's going to give out about you. Apparently Bono's a really good salesman. So I'll be studying some of his... he's very good at communicating with people and working out deals and stuff. So there's a reason why he's the front man of one of the biggest bands ever. Like, it wasn't a fucking accident. It's because he's really fucking good with people. And he knows how to stay in the headlines, whether that's controversial or whatever. I'm a big fan of your boy Bono as a human. Alright, we're still going. I'm getting ahead. Okay. This country has always been incredibly generous in giving the developing world. Are you going to tell Trócaire, Concern or Oxfam Ireland to quit what they are doing to divert Moonies? To different Moonies? That's DIVENTM monies. Also have no idea what Bono does with this money. Alright. Yeah. I've watched a lot of interviews with Bono, and he says it says like a lot of celebrities does, like you can never like give too much, and people, no matter how much you give, people won't be happy, so he just gives all his money anonymously. And he has loads of fucking, he has shares in loads of charities. Like, I don't know what the fuck else you want from him. Like, if he wants to like do whatever bold stuff he does, I don't know, man. He's doing a lot for Ireland. Like I don't know. I think no matter what he does, to be someone giving out, like, do you know what I mean? How much is the maximum wage set to go up by next year? The minimum wage, sorry. It's the weekend numbers. All right. I think they were talking about €10.10 or something. Pakistani professor sentenced to death for blasphemy. Jesus. He made remarks. All he said was that the Prophet Muhammad was openly practicing homosexual. That's all he said. And the poor guy gets sentenced to death over it. Jeez. It's a good thing VeganSteven would never say anything like the Prophet Muhammad is a practicing homosexual. That would just be, it'd be wrong, it'd be too controversial, and I'm glad I would never say anything like that, you know, because I have respect for all the people, so I would never say anything disrespectful like the Prophet Muhammad is a practicing homosexual, because I wouldn't like to bring homosexuals down by being associated with something like that. Anyway, I don't know how to say I'm in Jokeland, but I might have meant it. Who knows? Here we go. New Zealand's hand in more than 56,000 guns after assault weapon banned. Okay. And we're going to probably finish up this news segment pretty quick. It says, I am innocent. Making a murder offender Brian Daisy has pardon bid rejected. Alright, so that was a Making a Murderer is a big cool show. That was that was done there and the thing. Yeah, okay. God, yeah. Let's just have a look here. Just looking up, because I'm just interested, because that gentleman there said that the Prophet Muhammad is gay. So I'm just looking up here just to see, because I'm just confused. Is gay Muhammad hashtag on Twitter? Jeez, that sounds very controversial. I would never say anything, as controversial as that, because I have respect for other people's prophets and stuff. But that's mad, Single gay life, it says here. Prophet, hashtag Prophet Muhammad. Okay, so it looks like, okay. Yeah, that's a bit mad, like, it's a bit mad. Yeah. Cartoonist Lars Vix attacked for showing Prophet Muhammad. Jesus. Was Prophet Muhammad gay? ? Says Muslims regarded Muslim. Jesus. LGBT is Islam. Okay. Attitudes toward lesbian, gay, bisexuals and transgender LGBT exposes Prophet, yada. What does Islam say about being gay? Okay, the secret gay history of Islam. Jesus. And this is by gaystarnews.com, which is, everyone knows Gaystar News is a reputable news source. Orlando highlights Islam, complicated relationship. Okay. Was Prophet Muhammad gay? That's by Barnes Sand Noble. French gay Muslims. Muhammad would approve of our marriage. That's a quote from thelocal.fr. Islam's struggle with homosexuality, says USA Today. Yeah, so I don't know who this Muhammad lad is, but fair play to him. Whatever he wants to do in the privacy of his own home is up to him, So, all the best to you, Muhammad, whoever you are. My heart goes out to you. Jeez, there's a lot of pictures here of different religious figures kissing each other. It's hashtag Muhammad is gay. Oh no, sorry, gay Muhammad. Just looking up the Twitter feed here just to see what the world has to say. There's a picture of here of Muhammad and Jesus, and it says here the Prophet Muhammad and Lord Jesus, and it says broke back Mecca. Now I'm not going to laugh at that because that is very offensive to obviously that is very offensive to some people there, so I'm not even going to dignify that with a laugh. Now we have here is Jesus and Mo, and there's a picture of them expressing how much they appreciate each other's religion and respect each other's values, sealing it with a tongue kiss there. Now let's just see here. Adult Swim, please contact me about my show Gay Muhammad. Okay, when will Gay Muhammad be released? It says homosexual Muhammad character is on a Netflix show. Hashtag Gay Muhammad. Does it again, Gay Jesus comedy. Netflix does it again, Gay Jesus comedy. This is onenewsshow.com, just so I give all my references here. Because I don't want to be just outing this Prophet Muhammad, I'm going to give references here, so it's all above board. Because it's not right to out any prophet. You know what I mean? See here, Titan tweets, Gay Muhammad coming soon to Netflix, only fair I suppose, and it has a lovely gentleman there dressed up in female's clothing. Alright, so I think that's all the things, because we have a lot of other prophets to get through in this show, so unfortunately we can't just focus on one. Okay, so I think that's all the things taken care of, more or less. I think I've offended every minority group. Am I forgetting any other minority groups? Hang on, let me see now. Alright. Brilliant. Okay. Now, 8 brilliant gift ideas for the tech lover in your life, according to Expert. Alright, so I went to get some Star Wars toys there from a gentleman. Just cheap, 2 used action figures. They're fucking €5 or something. Not breaking the bank. Just I just like to have bits of my childhood around, bit of science fiction, keep things light. So I just met him and I was like, listen, thanks for that. And we started chatting for fucking ages about the new TV show Mandalorian, because I love science fiction, all this mad shit. And yeah, it was so great. He was like, listen, I bond with my son over Star Wars. It's how we it's our thing. Me and my son watch all the Star Wars stuff together. We make Lego together from Star Wars. We collect the little toys and all this shit. It's like our thing. It's like a mother and a daughter getting their nails done together, or whatever the fuck people get up to. But yeah, it's just so nice, like father and son building Lego and going, I got you, no you didn't get me, and then just like fucking kids shit, man. A lot of father and sons, play Xbox and stuff together with each other, which is cool as well. I've barely ever played any computer games ever in my life. I've tried, but I don't know, it just can't hold my attention. I like that, the thrill of dancing that tightrope. Yeah. So yeah, I just thought it was very nice. As I've already said, Star Wars is it's like Friends or Transformers or any of those little things that just kind of brings back those thoughts that you get when you were a kid, and he's sharing that with his own son, and I was just like, that's so nice. And at the same time he was like, but he doesn't want these two, so I'm going to sell them to you for a little €5. Yeah, and someone was saying to me, I just had all my fucking Star Wars shit all over the place, just being a kid, and someone was like, the dogs and the animals are going to eat them all, and I was like, here, they can eat them if they want, all these toys, I don't care if anything happens to them, they're just they just make me smile, seeing a little Mandalorian Boba Fett little action figure. And yeah, as I said, I've already shouted on. Listen, I'm gonna go. Because my phone's ringing here. They're after saying that you're after slagging some prophet there, and they're Jesus. So it's gonna be a political nightmare later on today. But anyway, yeah. I am an absolute child, so I ordered myself 2 items. I ordered myself this thing called a TIE Fighter, which is like a giant... It's like ordering yourself Barbie, the Barbie Playhouse. I didn't get to have this shit when I was a kid, because we didn't... Whatever. So I'm buying all the fucking toys now. I was like, class! And they used to cost $150 back in the day, and now you can buy one missing a few parts, broken leg for €20. I was like, this is so cool. Yeah, I don't know, it's definitely my number one guilty pleasure. I think it's probably the thing I'm most ashamed of in my life. I would never admit to having a massive collection of Star Wars toys, because there's nothing more embarrassing than that in the world. So if anyone asks, this is all allegedly, this is fiction. But yeah, and if anyone knows who Boba Fett is, Boba Fett, Jango Fett, I ordered his ship to my house there, allegedly. So I'm very much looking forward to Christmas Day, because I'm getting two toys, because I'm a big absolute child. But yeah, I'm not really interested in cars. They don't really do anything for me. I don't like knitting. I don't really like drinking pints a whole lot. This is what I get up to, when no one's looking. Some of you guys lock yourself in your room and fucking ferociously masturbate. For me, I like playing with little Star Wars toys and be like, boo, 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 and then pretending that I don't do it as well, because no one can ever know. Because the shame of it. Listen, is VeganSteven racist, or is he just having the crack? I don't know. I can't figure it out. I can't figure him out. Is he a massive racist, or is he just having the crack? He loves quoting Tommy Tiernan and pretending that they're his own jokes. He steals all his jokes from everyone. VeganSteven doesn't have an original bone in his body. Fucking whatever. Listen, I'm hopefully bringing out that course. The VeganSteven guitar lessons is on episode 20 right now, so that's you have at least 15 hours there if you just get a guitar for Christmas, you're fucking sorted, man. Alright, you're fucking sorted. And it's ongoing until I reach 100, and then we'll recalibrate and see where we're going to go from that point. But right now, guaranteed 100 hours of music lessons. I think I'm good few hours in at this stage. Alright. This has been the Morning Express, to another iconic episode. Whatever your beliefs, like, I'm not into this whole Santa Claus, Catholicism, any religion thing. Personally, it's just not for me. But listen, if you're eating a big load of meat, or you're eating a vegan dinner, whatever you're into, have a good one. And don't be letting people make up your own mind of whatever you want to do. That's it.